What's up, Colliders? Welcome back to another episode here of our Halloween event. That's Miss Diva Talks.
So yeah.
I am the Kid JW. And of course, we got more Nightmare Files. So let's just jump on into it, y'all.
I grew up in a neighborhood that was pretty sketchy at times, but it wasn't as bad as the east side of our city. I live on the west side of Cleveland. In the early 2000s, I was a teenager and I had a very close friend. I'll call her Lisa for this. Lisa and I were always together, but she also had a friend who would be with her, but I was pretty new to this area, but I wasn't close with her. Her actual name was Gina. So Lisa and Gina had a close relationship.
I'll just toss Gina
That
under the
is,
bus.
until Gina went missing. Gina, along with a few other people in our neighborhood, went missing at the same time. Well, at least around the same time. It was sort of a big deal, and we all were part of search parties. I always went with Lisa and her dad. After Gina went missing, I would always go over Lisa's mother's house or her father's house with her. They were separated, so it was two different houses, by the way. Her father always had parties and barbecues, and I even spent the night over his house with her. The thing is, his house was pretty weird. We always thought it was haunted. Throughout the night, I would hear footsteps, babies crying, and doors open and shut. What freaked me out the most about his house is that he had multiple doors that had padlocks on them, and we weren't allowed to go in the basement.
And yet you still stayed the night though.
I mean, yeah, I can't even call it. Yeah.
Exactly.
People in the neighborhood made up rumors about the house. It was said that there were women who were brought outside with chains around their feet or around their ankles, and they were put into this van in his backyard from time to time. I didn't believe it because he was such a nice guy. Then there was this one day. He came off kind of suspect to me. I went to one of the corner stores after school to buy a pop, and as I was leaving, Lisa's dad pulled up next to me. He asked me to get in his truck so I didn't have to walk home. What he doesn't know is that my mother had recently told me to stay away from him because of the rumors. Because of that, I told him that I'm fine. But he insisted that I get in his truck. He told me that Lisa was at his house and he'll take me
So I ain't trying to see Lisa today.
to see.
But that's not how we went like, all right, I'll see Lisa.
But he must not have known his own daughter's schedule because I knew that she was still at school. She had something to do after
And
school.
there's that.
I told him again that I was okay and I could walk. And then he pulled up in front of me. He got out and he came onto the sidewalk.
I said get in
I
the
stopped
car.
and he touched my arm while telling me that I don't need to be afraid of him and to come with him. By coincidence, the cops were turning the corner and he took his hand off of me. He walked away and he pulled off. But
Yeah, thought so.
never told Lisa about what happened for a few
Shut up.
years until everyone found out something very bad. One day while Lisa's father was out running errands, a lot of people surrounded his house. It was a lot of people from the street, and then the cops came. What happened is that there was a girl named Amanda, and she escaped from his house, along with her young daughter. Once the cops showed up, they figured out that
That's the
This-
story,
yeah.
okay? Ooh, we all know this story.
Yeah.
there were two more people in the house. One of them was our friend Gina. She had been missing for 10 years. The story made national news. My friend's father's name was Ariel Castro. He kidnapped Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight, and he held them captive in his house for 10 to 12 years. I'm so glad I didn't go with him that day. And I always wonder, what would have happened to me if I got in his truck with him years ago?
It's crazy how the community finally picked up and realized how weird he was.
Right. I remember that story, and that was wild.
Oh, yeah.
Because the house is obviously Google Maps.
Yeah, it's blurred out now.
Yeah, and now the house is actually.
Yeah, it's actually going. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but it's just crazy that sometimes we actually know the part that creepy neighbor on the street and the neighborhood like, they're just a creepy person. That's just them. But then you never really know. So,
Right there in their own neighborhood.
but shout out to him for not falling for it. Like, no, I'm good. She at school. I'm good, bro.
Right.
Shout out to the cops for happening at that right moment.
Right. Because they were probably patrolling in the
Right.
area
Just
anyway.
hey, boom, boom. Guardian Angel was riding past.
Yep.
That was.
Yeah, that was
I
a crazy
remember that.
story.
That was a wild.
We
story.
all do.
Yeah, that was a wild story.
Well, as always, Colliders, if you enjoyed this reaction, go ahead and hit the like button. Share with someone you think will like it as well. If you want to check out Nightmare Files' entire YouTube channel, all of his videos, playlists, shorts.
Everything.
It's shorts, right? YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. The link to his channel will be in the description below, along with where you can check out me and the official JW on our own YouTube platforms. And this is it. This ties up our Halloween specials, y'all. So hopefully y'all have a happy Halloween tomorrow night, because we drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Friday will be November 1st. So anything else you wanted to add?
Cut me off, but that's cool.
That's why I just asked, was there anything else that you wanted to add?
Nah, because you said my line.
Bye, y'all.
Later.